Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you. Today is, well, 2 days before Thanksgiving if you are anywhere in the US. But you may not be watching this as I'm putting out these videos. If not, well, make sure you hit the subscribe button, or just subscribe to the channel. I don't know if can I make a subscribe button on the video itself? I don't think I can. Anyways, just subscribe and you will always be up to date on what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and the randomness that is Crota Gaming, as I'm just doing this as a hobby, and anytime your hobby can actually pay you a little bit and help pay the bills, that is always very nice. I want to thank all of you viewers out there. Once again, I am very thankful for the viewers that I have. It's always easy to look at the success of other casters out there and wonder why you're not there yet. But then again, being grateful for what you've got is one of the best ways to actually be content with life. A little words of wisdom coming out from an older gamer who is a father of two. But let's go ahead and focus on the game here, as we are going into an Archmage versus Archmage mirror match. Yumiko and Hawk. This is game 4 in the series, and I would normally say close spawns here on Turtle Rock favors the human player, and I believe it to be the case. So yes, human versus human, the human player has the advantage. If you can't tell, I am being sarcastic. Now, we are looking at this here. We are going to be going into an Archmage Footman opening by both sides. Interesting that Yumiko decided to wall off his base entirely, while you saw that Hawk decided to do that double farm back over here, and now is going to build an additional farm right here. Also, Hawk is not placing down an arcane tower yet. We'll have to keep track of that, as two footmen are doing a little bit of sparring outside here in the river. Yes, their armor must be getting very, very wet and soggy, as Yumiko is still holding off that position there. Now, both players looking to do a little bit of creeping, and that's going to be exactly what we're seeing here, as we are going to see two footmen now make their way over. You can see that the footmen are now just trying to do a little bit of a bum rush inside. No, they're actually going to take some fireballs instead. A little bit of a miscalculation there, as the fireballs are hitting Yumiko's units, and Yumiko now being forced to run away. That fireball twisting the corner right off over there. Archmage did pick up a Slippers of Agility. Meanwhile, Mantle of Intelligence. Hawk did come out with the better item for the human hero here, as we are going to get off a Water Elemental kill. So Yumiko losing some early or giving some early experience away by losing that early Water Elemental. Now, we are going to be coming back again once more. We can see Militia are in position. Yumiko does have a Scout Tower, but has not upgraded it to an Arcane Tower yet, instead opting to go for a keep. Now, this one Water Elemental, is it going to give more experience? Yes, it will. And now Hawk is just so close to level 2. The first player to get to level 2 has a humongous advantage in the upcoming battle, and Yumiko must know that Hawk is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from getting to level 2. Decides to run back with all of his peasants there. Meanwhile, Water Elemental is now looking to charge in. Alright, this Archmage taking a little bit of damage. Meanwhile, down over here, Footman still running around the map here. You can see another low hit point Footman. So low hit point footmen on both sides. This Militia has to be extremely careful. Now trying to run back away. He does move very, very quickly here, and now is just running in circles. But this is not going to work out well for him at all. Oh, low hit point peasants. Level, oh, dodges again. That is some beautiful dodging, hiding inside the gold mine right there. And we still see not level 2 on Hawk's heroes. That is humongous play here, as there is just so much micro going down, and Yumiko gets the level 2 first. I did not expect that whatsoever. Oh my gosh, this one poor peasant down to 15 life. He is now running away, and Hawk's Archmage, who was sitting at level 1, almost level 2 for so long, is now going to be mana starved. Yumiko dodges a huge bullet there, and now is in this game. He did not have Brilliance Aura. He now has Brilliance Aura. He is still down a little bit of damage there, as he does not have the Mantle of Intelligence, additional mana and additional mana regeneration for that Archmage, but nothing that the Brilliance Aura is not going to more than overcome. As you see, count it, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 low hit point peasants and a low hit point footman were able to survive. If Yumiko is able to even up the series, I believe this is the reason why. That early fight, and that was a tremendous advantage. As we can see now, a peasant trying to get away. Is it going to get down? Yes, it will get taken down. Yumiko sitting at level 2 here. Meanwhile, Hawk is sitting at level 2 as well. It looked like Hawk did get the experience right there, but he is now getting stuck in a very bad position, being forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal. There goes another footman there, so burning through a footman and a 350 gold Scroll of Town Portal. Yumiko comes out a little bit ahead, but did end up losing a bit of an experience race, as Hawk is just now on the precipice of level 3. Or I guess he is on the precipice of level 3. All right, this footman needs... What is he doing? He is exploring the gray or silver human base with his own body, putting his body on the line, taking a lot of damage there, as we're now looking at the Archmage trying to do a little bit of creeping again. Oh, this could be very bad. Let's see, are we going to perhaps get a bit of a surround here? And now there is some more damage once again coming in. You can see the Nightcrawlers are there, and damage is being dealt here. All right, a little bit of poison damage as well, and that damage over time, as that Gargantuan Sea Turtle is still attacking that one poor water elemental who desperately wants to get away. The footmen are spotted right here. There is the attack. There's a Stormbolt, and that is going to be the cue for Yumiko to back off. A Stormbolt from a Mountain King. Back off, and then perhaps just back for a little bit of a reprieve, as we know may get another Stormbolt on the Mountain King again. No Stormbolt there. Mountain King little bit low on mana, and now we have both sides with Mountain Kings in positions. All right, there's a Stormbolt onto a footman there. Are we gonna... Yes, that poor footman will just get taken out very easily. Archmage is still nearby. We should be going into dual Arcane Sanctums. Yumiko already getting up that second one. Meanwhile, 2 already up for Hawk, as he is now getting up Dispel Magic and training up his first Priest. Hawk doing a great job here, trying to creep while his opponent, while keeping tabs on his opponent. And Hawk is going to get to level 3 on that Archmage, if he isn't already. Yeah, already got to level 3 there. And that Mountain King is going to begin his climb to level 2. Yumiko doing a good job here. A Claws of Attack +6 most likely will be given to that Archmage. Archmage also using a Clarity Potion, wants to get back up to high mana count as quickly as possible. A Gargantuan Sea Turtle will get taken down there, and it will almost give level 2 to the Mountain King, as the Archmage and the Mountain King both have wands of mana stealing. That could be problematic, as there is a Stormbolt onto a footman. That footman gonna get taken down very easily. There it goes, level 2 now on the Mountain King. Is the Mountain King gonna perhaps go for a Stormbolt? No, I don't believe so. Yes, there's the Stormbolt there onto a footman again, and that footman is just going to take more damage still. Dispel Magic coming across the Yumiko's Priest coming in. There is another Stormbolt onto a Priest now. That Stormbolt getting him down to 190 hit points. He wants to run. He is not going to walk away at all, as the Mountain King is still doing a bit of a press charge here. But what is this? A whole bunch of militia coming in from the far side. Yumiko loses another footman there, and now we're going to lose 2 water elementals by Hawk. Hawk has to be careful at this point. He cannot give additional experience for free at this point, as we are going to see militia now being brought over. So this is going to be a stage where both sides are going to be using militia to their advantage. There goes one water elemental. Are we going to see another water elemental get taken down? And oh, the water mountain taken down by the Arcane Tower. No experience given. And we see the priests are now just running back here. Spellbreakers are in position. Footmen are trying to engage. The priests are running to the back here. This poor priest needs to get into the back line here. Is it going to survive? Are we going to get more call to arms? And this is a fight inside the base. Yumiko definitely has defender's advantage with an Arcane Tower and the ability to call priest straight into battle. And there goes another footman there. Archmage still sitting at level 2 though. And it looks like Hawk decides that he is not ready to push inside his opponent's base. Fighting inside your opponent's base is very much suicidal at times. And that's what I believe what Hawk was just doing. Hawk instead now going to get to level 4 on that Archmage, level 3 perhaps on that Mountain King. And if he does get that double level, level on the Mountain King and level on that Archmage, that will give him a tremendous advantage. No, just wanting the Mountain King, and that Mountain King is going to have a 225 damage Stormbolt. Very powerful, especially considering priests only have 330 hit points at this point. All right, let's come back around over here. Mountain King looking to finish off this Gargantuan Sea Turtle. It will get taken down. There's level 3 Ring of Regeneration on a Mountain King. And now what is going to be the follow-up play? Mountain King picking up perhaps some Scrolls of Healing. This Mountain King has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, Boots of Speed. Meanwhile, a Tome of Intelligence +2 onto the Mountain King, as we are now going to go for another engagement here. Spellbreakers are in position. And there you go. This Arcane Vault will get taken down. This is going to be bad news. Yumiko is in trouble. He needs to defend this base. Arcane Vault is now down. That means no more Spellbreakers, as we are now going to be going into a bit of an engagement here. There is Bloodlust on one of those priests. That will most likely get spell stealed, as this poor priest gets taken down rather quickly. Spellbreakers, Militia now coming in. Are we going to get Militia coming in from the back of Hawk's base or the back of Yumiko's? Yes, we are. And now Hawk is going to be pincered into this location here. Mountain King taking a lot of damage. Squirrel Town Portal, where is it going? The Mountain King may get taken down. There it goes. And with the Mountain King down, this army of Hawk is much weaker. He's once again pretty much just caught out of position again, as Hawk is still continuing this fight. There's a lot of Spellbreakers here, but you can see another Stormbolt going to go down onto Hawk's poor Archmage, and this is going to be a huge turnaround. Double hero kills all the way. What does it mean? Level 3 on Yumiko's Archmage Mountain King, and this was more of a game where Hawk was just playing, and he just lost this. Yeah, I normally do not like observers talking in the game, but there is no other words other than OMG. What happened here? As a matter of expression, there goes another poor priest there, as the Mountain King still tries to lead this charge. The Archmage down to 345 hit points right now, as it did regenerate some hit points after getting resurrected, and also got healed back up. All right, it looks like the Mountain King's gonna get resurrected the old-fashioned way, not very gold friendly to try to resurrect both heroes from the tavern, especially when you need mana as well. That Mountain King gonna come out with a little bit of mana, but still not altogether that great. Meanwhile, Spellbreakers and Priests cleaning up this Gargantuan Sea Turtle. This Mountain King may decide to back off here, giving the Archmage level 4 would even things up in terms of overall experience. Archmage is now seen at level 4, almost level 5 for Hawk, and as much as I want to say Yumiko has this game in the bag, after the double hero loss of Hawk, Hawk was just so far ahead at that point that he could still easily make a strong play and win this. All right, what's going to be happening here? Archmage and Mountain King making their way over. Gargantuan Sea Turtle will get taken down again. There are Priests over here offering some healing onto that Mountain King. Mountain King needs to get healed back up, and rather quickly. You can see he is taking a bit of a beating, but he still keeps on ticking. Manual of Health and Pendant of Energy now dropped up to 450 mana. That is a huge amount of mana on that Mountain King. If that Mountain King can get up to, say, 350 or 375 mana before the next team fight, that is going to give him a tremendous number of Stormbolts over his opponent, as that Mountain King just got resurrected at only 270 mana. An extra Stormbolt or two is sometimes all the difference you need. Archmage still sitting at level 4. There it goes. Boots of Quell the Loss. Gonna give plus 1.8 armor. Most likely will just be sold, though. Not altogether that useful. Movement speed is fast, and I guess the attack speed is also fast there. It says it's modified, and the only way it can be modified is by that Boots of Quell the Loss. So someone who told me that increasing agility does not increase attack speed was definitely wrong about that. Meanwhile, Mountain King now makes its way over. Archmage is off over here, and we are going to be clearing out another green creep, or another orange creep camp. Meanwhile, the red creep camp now being cleared out. Both sides just really enjoying the map right now, and we're gonna have some very high level heroes on both sides. Here you can see that the Mountain King sitting at level 3 will get to level 4, does give endurance aura, also has a ring of regeneration and ring of protection +2. Very, very strong tanky hero. Meanwhile, the Mountain King gives devotion aura and also has a scroll of the beast when time comes, but most likely that will just be sold, as you do not want to get constantly dispelled magic or spell stealed and lose a scroll of the beast. Archmage now making their way off to the north here. You can see the Goblin Merchant Shop, perhaps going to pick up a potion of lesser invulnerability on that unit. Yes, sells a scroll of the beast. What did it pick up? It picked up a scroll of healing, and perhaps we're going to pick up a scroll of lesser invulnerability. Yes, the Archmage does in fact have that, as the Spellbreakers are currently just taking down the Ogre Lord. Mountain King has arrived to the party, and there you go, quickly using that rune of regeneration. That Mountain King sitting at level 4, Archmage sitting at level 4, and it looks as though the poor militia will get taken down. Immolation aura now on the Mountain King, so that Mountain King going to be dealing even more damage just by standing still. Archmage up to level 5 now. Both heroes near maximum level off of creeps. Level 5 and level 4 versus level 5, level 4. We are now all tied up, as the Archmage is the one with the Cloak of Flames. That most likely means it will be sold. Cloak of Flames on an Archmage does not make a lot of sense. Perhaps another potion of lesser invulnerability or a scroll of healing. There you go. That Mountain King does have that potion of lesser invulnerability. Gonna clear out this creep camp now. Are we gonna see a scroll of town portal coming back here? Circlet of nobility. And where is the units? Yumiko now being brought over. And are we gonna scroll a town portal in? I do believe so, but it's gonna be a matter of time. Still no scroll of town portal. Not quite sure what we are waiting for. And the timing on this is just oh so strange. What is going on there? Scroll of town portal finally coming in, but why the delay? That is a serious question there. Perhaps Yumiko was waiting on some sort of upgrade or something that I missed. If you guys can tell me what I missed, I would really much appreciate it, as the Mountain King now ready to join in on this fight. Here you go, Mountain King level 4, level 4 on both of theirs. Spellbreakers getting into position. Militia now trying to engage. There's a couple of dispel magics in there as well, as the Mountain Kings are trying to engage off over here. There's a Stormbolt. Priest gonna get taken down as the Spellbreakers draw a line in the sand. But how much damage can or one really look to do here? Low hit point Spellbreakers just walking around, able to survive. That Mountain King could get off a Stormbolt. There's a Stormbolt onto another Priest, and the Priest now sitting at level 1 adept training means that each Stormbolt will end up killing a Priest. That means another Stormbolt could be coming in from that Mountain King. We've got to just wait for that. There goes another Priest, and Priest after Priest. Whoever gets to level 5 first in this Mountain King matchup wins. This Mountain King now down to 170 mana, needs to somehow survive and get some extra mana. There is another Stormbolt. There goes another Priest, and with 3 to 4 Priests already taken down, Yumiko just has superior numbers and should be able to come out ahead now, waiting simply on one more Stormbolt. Is it going to come in? Is it going to finish off another Priest? It's looking for a Priest. There's a Priest right there, but very difficult to click in the sea of units. That Mountain King just waiting on mana. And is it going to do anything? That is the question. That Mountain King does have Boots of Speed. Now it's trying to make their way over again. Spellbreakers are all getting in position. There's a Stormbolt onto the back Priest as well. Both priests on both sides just falling over. That Stormbolt dealing so much damage, as we are now looking at the Priest just constantly engaging and fighting. There goes another Stormbolt off. Today's a bad day to be a Priest, as another Stormbolt does come down, and we are now looking at the Archmage trying to engage. Okay, a couple of easy engagements there. Mountain King now looking to back off here. Mountain King looking to perhaps throw off another Stormbolt. It does not look like it will be able to do that unless another Priest gets caught out of position. But this Mountain King and those level 3 Stormbolts have really been the key factor. This Mountain King does have a lot of mana, though, and also has a potion of lesser invulnerability, so it will be able to finish off a few. All right, that Mountain King in a very dangerous spot, now being forced to back off there. Here is the engagement now. Both sides engaging. Lower hit point Spellbreakers are backing off again. Archmage is ready and in position. There goes another... that Mountain King gets off another Stormbolt. and almost taking down another unit there. That Mountain King now sitting at level 6 can go into Avatar of Vengeance here in just a moment, but this is just looking so strong for Yumiko. Yumiko is just in this game right now, and I don't believe there's much that could be done. Yes, Yumiko comes out ahead, and now we are all tied up at 2 games apiece. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.